for the fourth time to interview Sean Tyas at Luminosity, this time 2014. We're here in Bloomingdale in Netherlands. After a horrible rain, we're actually enjoying some good weather right now. And here is Poppy number 3 this week. How are you, Sean?
Really good. It's been a great week, so yeah.
Yeah, like I mentioned, you just had a baby girl.
Yep.
How does it feel? Is it as scary as the first time, or are you just getting used to it? Are you excited? How are you feeling?
At this point, we're professionals with this. At this point, it's a third baby, so yeah, this is like everything. We're just happy it's healthy, and she's already really better than the first two. So it's been, we're counting our blessings at this point because maybe we're going to get lucky and actually have a decent nights of sleep because the first two didn't sleep at all. So.
We'll see about that. I really hope that she's going to bring a lot of joy to you, to your whole family. I hope your wife is doing okay as well.
Yeah, I mean, she already has, and the wife's doing great. So my wife's like just a little soldier. She just pops babies out like a gremlin, like when you feed them after midnight,
I can't delay the question about your newest single, Unleash. It is very structurally different, and it's a very, very challenging track. How did you come up with the idea?
Unleash was just all about aggression, and that's kind of what the whole idea was. I've been meaning to use this particular vocal, which was ripped out of the movie Road Trip with this American comedian Tom Green, and I've always wanted to use this vocal sample, Unleash the Fury, and I've just been dying to use it, and I'm like, this is the perfect track to use it on. So yeah, I got my chance to use it, and I think the track lives up to that particular vocal rip.
You have had a series of very successful tracks this year, starting with Now You See, which had an absolutely massive response, and then The Beautiful Ascent. What's the source of inspiration for these tracks? Because you're just popping them out. Where did you gather these new skills, if we can catch them, or inspiration, or anything like that?
Oof. I'm afraid to answer this question because it's gonna be answered with some kind of weird response. I know it from the community, but I mean from other genres. You gotta. To look for inspiration, you need to look elsewhere. And when you're doing trance for over 10 years, at this point, you need to kind of look elsewhere just for new ideas, because it's not that the trance artists are not doing new stuff, but you get totally different techniques from the other genres, like drum and bass, like techno, for example, and you get totally different approaches and to techniques that will really help in trance music. And I think a lot of people should be looking to do that, to take their music to the next level. If you're just looking at other trance tracks, you're just never going to take it to the next level because you're just doing what everybody else is doing. So if you do look to other things, and it's a rock music for fuck's sake, you will see new techniques that you can integrate into your trance track to make your music better.
And out of these two, the releases you had in the past 2 years, which one is your favorite?
Unleash is definitely my Unleash is definitely my new favorite because of the way it drops and the way it hits. But melody-wise, Now You See would definitely be my favorite track of the last 2 years. Yeah.
I vote for Ascend though.
No way. I think the melody on the Now You See was better, but I liked Ascend too. But Now You See for me was definitely for me. It was a nice turning of the page, and it was my first time I've ever done a track at 134 BPM, which I was worried about to kind of maintain the power, and I felt that it did carry that power at a slightly slower speed, and it opened it up to other DJs that could play it and to expose it to people that would not normally hear 140 stuff. Yeah,
true. And unavoidable question. A couple of months ago, you announced that you're going to release an album. But as you know, from all the 3 interviews that we've had before, this has always been a back and forth question, and your opinion changes, and you're not ready for it, then you're ready for it. Are you ready for it, and do you think now it's the time to do it? And how are you feeling about the release of it?
I'm going to take things at my own pace and slowly build up the tracks. For me, the original plan was to get it done within 8 months, and to really concentrate and do that, I think that's stupid. I'm going to slowly build up the track repertoire. I don't think there's a time frame on really when I need to do it. I'm not going to take 5 years to do the album, but I think it's more important that I build up the album slowly and do it right. And if it's not right, it's just not going to go. So I want to do everything the way I really believe in. And there's been a lot of management changes lately. And at this point, I want to do things right by me and right the way it should be done, rather than be pressured into doing things. So when the album is ready, it'll be ready.
So what are your expectations from the album, and how do you want it to look like, or you don't really know that yet?
I think my expectations for the album is definitely it's going to be an absolutely banging album. Whether it's going to be trance, or I've always planned on doing at least 3 or 4 drum and bass tracks thrown in there to really, really keep it interesting. To do a full album of 4 to the floor trance, I find that to be lazy and complacent. Just because it's going to be the same techniques throughout the entire album. When you could mix it up and do 2 or 3 more extra styles, maybe techno, maybe drum and bass, or maybe like more chill out stuff like ambient stuff, or just like or breaks. That's cool. I mean, that's really, really great. I mean, like for people that actually do venture out on a limb and will do 4 or 5 styles on one album, that's an artist album. 4 or 5 tracks, 12 tracks that are all 4 to the floor. I'm sorry, that's 12 singles.
True. And talking about drum and bass, you started doing that as well, and you're actually getting really good feedback as far as I know about it. So how do you feel doing that?
It's really strange. I've never really taken to a style so quickly. I mean, trance took me a lot longer to get into, and drum and bass, and it's a very difficult style also. Of course, it's faster. It's 175, 174 BPM, and it's a totally different production style where the sub bass is more occupying the sub region, as opposed to in trance music where the sub region is occupied by the kick drum. It's always the kick. So it's a kind of a flip flop of where the energy level lies. But for me, it's been all about the groove of it, and it sounds so strange to say that there's a groove at 175 BPM, but there seriously is, and it's such a smooth groove that I'm just so into right now.
That's great. And Tytanium Recordings has been releasing some great tracks, and I found out that Darren Porter is actually helping you with this. How does this team work?
I mean, Darren's been over the last 4 years becoming closer and closer a friend of mine, and at this point, we speak regularly, daily, many times, and I decided it was the most appropriate to make him A&R in cooperation with me, and we speak also daily about the artist tracks and the demos that we get. And Darren's great because he knows how to phrase. He's one of the few people that I would really trust to go back to an artist and say, okay, you need to raise the bass line, you need to get your acid down, filter cutoff needs to be a little bit lower, little things like that need to be relayed to producer, and I don't have to worry about them because Darren knows when something's wrong and when something's right, and he knows how to phrase it back to the producer. So I think this was the most logical choice for A&R of Tytanium Recordings. Absolutely.
And talking about Darren, you're just releasing a producer's package, or I don't really know how the terminology of it, but how does it work to prepare something like that?
Okay, so that producer's package, that she means it's a preset bank for Silent One, made by Leno Digital, and what we've done is created 128. It was originally 100 presets, but we've upgraded it to 128 presets now, and we're just working on the demo. And basically, it sounds that when another producer wants to buy the pack, they can immediately download it into their synth, and they have the sounds that we've made for them. So it should go pretty cool actually. I've spent a lot of time making the sounds basically almost ready out of the box. So basically they hold down one key on their keyboard and it plays a full acid line. So
how did you decide to do something like that?
I've been seeing a lot of other people do it, and I've been getting a little jealous, to be honest. I mean, I want to do that. I mean, I've been doing sound design now for a long time, and I've been building up a kind of a stockpile of sounds, like presets that I've been making over the years, and it's just been, might as well release it. Fuck it, sell it.
And just to freshen up a little bit and run away from the serious topics, if you could be a superhero, which one would you be?
Spawn.
Why?
Spawn's got a really, really cool set of abilities. you got to really kind of read the comic books. He's got a very, very dark past, and the way he in certain books of the comic book series, he was given powers. He was also given the powers also by Superman in one particular issue, and so basically Spawn was given the powers of basically every other superhero. So might as well just take Spawn.
Does the passion for animation come with the passion for comics?
Yeah, and in fact, Spawn was, in my opinion, the best illustrated comic book that ever existed. So
that's very nice. That's something I didn't know.
the artist for Spawn is Todd McFarlane, who started with Spider-Man, and then he started his own comic book, and then for Spawn, the best artwork.
And what if I asked you today, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up?
Yeah. If you were little right now. With your set of mind right now, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I would have probably... This is a very stressful job, so when I say this answer, don't get upset, but I would have probably stuck to the animation line of work, because it would have been a little bit less stressful, a little bit more stable, especially when you're raising a family of 3 girls, and 4 girls now, of course my wife's a girl. So I think for supporting a family and being comfortable in your lifestyle for the rest of your life, I would have preferred to work for Disney, because I'm sure they have a better 401k plan.
And when are you going to finish your tattoo?
Apparently never. I mean, yeah, this has been fucking stuck for a while. At this point, this arm needs to get done, because this needs another name now, because I got Mackenzie and Kyla, and I need another name, and then I can finally start building this arm up. So I think this arm's going to take a rest. The problem is this tattoo artist actually passed away, so that's kind of weird. So so I need to find a tattoo artist, and apparently tattoo artists are very particular about continuing a dead tattoo artist's work. So I don't know. I'm going to find a good guy in America. The guy that did this was in America, so he'll do this, I'm sure.
Tattoo artist wanted.
Step up.
A few weeks ago you were in LA shooting a video for Fisher, which is not your single. It's Fisher's single. How did that happen?
Well, I mean, the background music is mine. So on that single, it was me and her working together, and it's more of a slower one. It's more progressive, but we had a good time during that video shoot. It was unique. It was definitely something that I'd never experienced before. It was a very insane studio where we also did a little bit of work there as well, and it was a cool experience. I mean, my first experience ever doing a video shoot per se. So yeah, it was cool.
So do you look forward to shoot more music videos? Because it's not really your thing so far.
No. I don't want to shoot more music videos. I would actually love my music videos to be completely computer animated, done by fucking Pixar, and let them do it. I would totally love that so much more. I don't want to be an actor. I have no desire to be an actor.
In one of our previous interviews, we talked that I asked you what place would you want to visit that you haven't visited before, and you said Japan, but you actually managed to go there this year. So how was it?
Awesome. It was really, really cool. I mean, both times were a little bit short-lived, because each time there, I was actually there for less than 24 hours. So it was a little bit more frustrating than anything else, but at least I got to see a glimpse of the culture that I've been dying to see for forever. I mean, since I've been into anime. So, the next time back to Tokyo, I'm dying to go to Shibuya Terminal, which is what they call where you can see all the people that are almost dressed up as anime characters. So that's what I really want to see, and I want to check it out.
And so what's the next destination that you want to visit now that you haven't?
At this point, I can actually die happy now. I've seen everywhere I've wanted to see in the world, and I know full well that I've been spoiled as far as my locations that I've been able to see in my lifetime. So there's nothing on my list that I could say I need to go see anymore. I mean, if I haven't been to your country, I apologize, but yeah, I just had my list, and my list has been all checked off at this point.
That's great. I wish we could all go through this. And we just crossed mid-year. How do you grade yourself so far, and what do you expect for the next 6 months?
I grade myself a D, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and I'm always really hard on myself. I fucking hate myself, so I have so much more to learn, and I have so much more to do, so I look forward to the day I can give myself an A+.
Logical question is then, what do you want to be?
I just want to be good at what I do. I want to know that I'm good at what I do. That's it. I love what I do. I feel spoiled that I can do it every day. I just want to know that I'm fucking good at it, and I'm not there yet, so I will be.
I think there's a lot of people who think otherwise.
Disagree? That's cool. I'm happy they do. I'm happy they think so. They will think so in a few years when I really feel that I've reached it. Hopefully.
And how's quitting smoking going?
Shitty. I'm smoking like a chimney again, just so you know. But in all fairness, I have actually just gone to the doctor yesterday for another renewal of my Champix pills. So I'm going back on the pills yesterday. I went back on them yesterday.
My advice would be just wake up in the morning and just say no more.
Yeah, right. Good luck with that. Yeah, I have no willpower, so I need the pills. Yeah.
You just posted on Twitter today, or yesterday, that you are going to premiere one of the hardest remixes that you've ever made at Luminosity. Can you tell us more about it, or is it still a secret?
No, I can tell you about it. I've done a remix of Mark Sherry and Dr. Willis, one of their tracks, and it's fucking brutal. I want to talk to Mark before I do play it. I want to make sure it's cool with him, because Mark is playing after me, and out of respect, it's customary to just check with him if it's cool if I play it. Hope I can do. I'm hoping that he's cool that I drop it tonight. It is just disgusting. So we'll see how it goes.
Who are your current favorites, like artists? It doesn't matter what genre. Suppose trance fans would know trance names more than drum and bass.
Okay, from the drum and bass side, I would say Audio, the Prototypes, Tantrum Desire, Drum Sound and Bassline Smith, and Metric. And on the trance side, Photographer and Darren Porter.
Good choice. And you know, I don't think I've ever asked you, what's your all-time favorite track?
1999 by Binary Finery, the Guriella mix.
Nice. And what's your own favorite track?
That is my favorite. Oh,
no, your own
stuff. Ooh, Zahi, that I did with Bjorn.
Interesting. And anything else that you want to share with us?
No, that's about it. I just hope you guys like the set tonight. I know it's going to be recorded, so it'll be all over the internet within 24 or 48 hours. So.
No, it's going to be broadcasted on After Hours.
Oh, so it'll be all over the fucking place by like the morning. So that's good. Okay. So yeah. Hope you like the set tonight. I don't plan on letting up on you guys. You guys are going to be bleeding by the end of the night. And if you're not, then I fucked up. So I'm sorry.
So I really hope that you enjoyed it. It's always a pleasure for me to do this interview, and I hope that once again you're going to love it and it's going to get a great response.
Well, I mean, thank you guys for having me it is the 4th year in a row, right? So yeah, I mean, thank you for having me. Thank you for listening to the whole interview, and enjoy the set.